Are you doing it, Julian, or am I? I guess I'm doing it. Okay, welcome to the official carbon stream of FC Capoli against Tagenham and Rektbridge. Whenever they're getting towards the last game to start now, I'll be commentating. For people that don't know my irritating voice, I am the Zunga Panda, and I'm joined by Long Thumb Julian. You want to say hello, Julian?
Oh.
You are lagging. You're out of the game. You've got nothing in attack.
No, mate. I think you're right.
Yes, you are lagging.
25. I'm 25 ping on board. You are lagging.
Okay, well, you are lagging. So we're going to see FC Capoli here. And for anyone who didn't catch the stream yesterday, they managed to beat Boosting Dynamo yesterday, and they're going to be playing against Tagenham and Rektbridge, who've played one game as well. And they tied with Fred's FK Hellis Stag. I don't know, silly names. Everyone's have easy names. So it looks like both teams have full strength lineups as well. We got JJ Paul and N-Shark lining up on D for Capoli with Viggy and Sheldon on O. And for Tagenham and Rektbridge, we have Pookie and Hypernome on O, and Hypernome is playing is for Hippo. And we have Wilson and Wisebrook on D. So what do you think of this one, Julian? Who do you think this one's going to?
I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game because obviously this is one of the two last ones that are happening after tonight. The dust is going to settle like on the first week, and we're gonna see what the table looks like. We're going to see how all the teams are standing on there.
Yep, I agree. And we had Wilson and Mumble earlier just going through the VOD of yesterday's Capoli boosting game as well. So probably clued up to both teams have seen how the other team plays now. So what we saw yesterday from Capoli was a very chasey game. Constantly had the flag out. And what we know about Hypernome's team is that, Hypernome's teams are always going to have people ahead of a flag. They always have played 4 OD when the flag's out, and they don't give up cheap caps. So I think we could be in for quite a low scoring game here. I think someone's just going to nick it in a few caps maybe. Some good power up control from both teams yesterday as well. I saw Hypernome will be shouting at his team if they're missing power ups as well. So it's like in the group that's Capoli already, and we're just waiting for Tagenham and Rektbridge. And they're ready as well, so again, it's shortly going to be launching. And with any luck, this will be launched. Yeah, launching right now.
Looks like there's juices in the middle. One of each power up.
Yep, so Capoli have a rolling bomb on their side. There's juice in the middle, and Tagenham have a tag pro on their side. So let's see who wins this mid battle. And it looks like it's going to be Tagenham and Rektbridge here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've picked up a juice there on Wisebrook, and Wilson's also picked up a tag pro, and it looks like he's going to keep that back on D. Biggie will grab vote, even with a tag pro base, and he has got past the tag pro. And Sheldon's got some good blocks on Wisebrook, and Viggy nearly got out, but I think juice from Wisebrook just killed him there. Sheldon's gone for an instant regrab, probably because that tag pro is still there. And he's just going to delay and wait for his O partner to come and help him. Nice moves just to edge around Wilson. And he's got under Wisebrook as well. No, he's just been nicked in the corner. And there's a break called by N-Shark, so it looks like they're going to... Not quite sure on a rules card, was it 20 seconds and then back to group?
No, it looks like... wait, is it 20 seconds? I thought it was just the first reset.
Biggie could come through button here, and he does great button by JJ Paul, and he's going to try and squeeze it.
Cap.
Okay, so that looks like it's time.
Alright. Wonder who was lagging.
I'm still having some horrible lag here.
You're not cutting in and out, so it's fine with the commentary.
So let's see, what was that called? So it looks like N-Shark's having some lag issues here. As he has left the group, presumably to reset something.
He hasn't left Mumble though. absolutely DC. But do you know who they might sub in if Ensure keeps having the?
You're lagging really bad.
Yeah, you're lagging really bad, Julian. Yeah, maybe just the internet in general is awful everywhere today. Maybe the internet's going down. It's like die hard full. But if Enshark can't play it, they have Chuck Finley or Jimmy Two Eyes online by the looks of things. I'm sure Enshark will fix these issues. Otherwise, we could see the animal that is Chuck Finley get some majors time here. Yes, Zimmer's has just correctly commented Chuck Finley is an animal.
Yeah. It wouldn't help him at all. Ensure wouldn't. It would be shit if the game were decided just because of the lag issues. Am I still lagging?
A little bit.
No.
I agree though, yeah. If there was a player having to sub out because of lag issues, that kind of spoils the game a bit. But there seems to be a lot of people this last week have been struggling with lag issues. Hopefully everyone can get them sorted as the season goes on. We could all go around Pescas's house and use his internet and just play around there. All around Carp's house. Is he back in the group yet? No, he's not.
See, because presumably if he went to reset his router, he'd be DCing from mobile as well, but looks like he's just standing there. And they're...
Looks like he has just disconnected off.
There he goes.
Just realised now that when you're commentating games, you literally have no idea what's going on because you have to stay on this channel so Carbon can hear you. Joking. That's right. I like being on a channel with you, Carbon.
Would it be possible to ask the other team to win the game? Like
Julian,
maybe so?
You're lagging really badly, Julian.
Alright, I'll stop talking.
It's only taken 6 minutes. I was telling you you're lagging to to realise now it's impossible to hear what you're saying.
Just look at my ping though. My ping's 12. It doesn't look bad.
Is he jumping for you as well, Carbon, or is it just me?
You're losing packets.
How many packets is he losing? Losing packets faster than we were losing caps on Sunday, mate, Julian.
I'm just gonna put some of the intro music stuff on while we wait.
Yeah, I've got nothing left to say. There's nothing in the tank now. Okay, so we should be launching again now. Both teams are ready. N-Shark had some lag issues there, but he's gonna try again and see if it's fixed. If not, we could be seeing us up here for Capoli. And looking at their Mumble channel, it would be the animal that is Chuck Thingley, potentially. So, Carden, if I've got the rules right, they can't now call another break. They have to do a live sub, right?
Yeah, a live sub.
Cool. So we're back into this first half, part 2, and there's tag pros across the board.
What's the chance of that happening? Everybody says it each time it happens. 1 out of 27.
It looks like Wilson could win the... Yeah, Wilson will win the tag pro mid, so Tagenham and Rektbridge starting off with 2 tag pros here. Viggy picked up the other one. And Shark's coasting around at the moment. It looks like his leg might be fixed. So let's see if they can do anything with this double tag pro. Viggy's playing this smart. He's seen that they've got a double tag pro and he's just sat on the flag. But Pookie will get out thanks to a suicide grab. But now they've got 2 tag pros back to reset. And Pookie's headed 2. It's coming. JJ Paul. Tag pros are worn off now, so JJ Paul should hold them on OD, and it's not gonna happen with those 2 there. Hypernome will take the regrab. I can see Hypernome here playing safe, waiting for Pookie. Yeah, he's waiting for Pookie to get ahead. Nice play by Pookie to push N-Shark off the path, and now he's ahead of 2, and he's going to try and bring it in. But it's just taking that corner too slow, and JJ's hunted him down there. Again, Pookie's just going to wait on this side boost, as you often see attackers do, and just out JJ Paul with a great boost there, though. Just didn't let Pookie have any time to adjust. Now we see... kind of. You know, they still had one at 3 ahead. JJ Paul's going to win attack pro from mid. 2 Duke Juices on Tagenham and Rektbridge, but JJ is going to pick up the tag pro, which should negate their Duke Juices here. He's going to get Viggy out as well. Viggy's added 2 here. Wiserock's lined up a snap, but misses the boost. He's hunting him down with a Duke Juice, so. Viggy is going to do a nice bomb, get ahead of a couple, and he's coming in quite fast here, but Hypernome team is known not to concede easy caps there. JJ again, this is the Capoli regrab chain where I talked about earlier, they just constantly have a flag out. But as I say that, Curseful Commentator, looks like Tagenham and Rektbridge will get reset.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't wait for the regrab to get there by the boost. To force it a bit, but didn't pay off.
Both teams reset, and power up battle is going to start now as well. So, little 10-second pause in action while everyone goes with power ups. Sheldon looks like he's got position mid here, and he will win a rolling bomb. N-Shark gets a rolling bomb as well. So 3 rolling bombs across the board, and 1 instantly defused. N-Shark's now gone as well, and Sheldon's going to use his to grab. He smartly pulls out there.
The first time Capoli is dominated on the power ups, so they get 2 out of 3. The rest 2 rounds, they're 2 out of 3 for Tagenham. But it was just unlucky that they were all rollers.
Yeah, definitely. Viggy nearly, on my screen where I'm lagging a little bit, nearly split them, but I'm not sure if he actually did.
Yeah, he almost did.
Sheldon and Viggy with a double flash there. It could have been dangerous if they managed to get out on the other side. But N-Shark and JJ doing a good job here at just getting up some prevent against Pookie and Hypernome. Some people in their pre-season draft read said about Hypernome and Pookie are awful or no, so they got this game to prove us wrong here. Shark's sitting in a boost path, so Hypernome can't do the backboard there. Bomb's up on the other side, but Wilson's protecting it with his life. And he will bomb and get the return, but could put Viggy out here. He's going to come out top, he's going to use up the boosts. He's ahead of 2 and he's coming in. Hypernome's managed to pick up a Duke Juice, so it's going to help him on the OD. Sheldon's gone to get a Duke Juice as well, and Viggy's going to loop back and get the Tagenham and Rektbridge power up, and it is going to be a rolling bomb as well, so. He's going to see him get aggressive here as he's ahead of Wilson. Wildsprott's still ahead though, and he's just trying to find a little way into base somewhere he can use that rolling bomb effectively, and he's going to start bringing it in now. Lost a couple out of the way, and there's a flaccid from Pookie, and Viggy can squeeze a cap. That's a really, really bad grab by Pookie there. That was a Julian grab.
Please. No, that was a really cool, really close cap.
Yeah. Hypernome's brought the flag out at the same time as Sheldon here, so both teams on the chase. We haven't really seen that much yet in this part. Sheldon's doing well to stay alive ahead of Wilson here. Wisebrot will come off a re and get him, but Viggy's got the regrab here, and this is where Capoli are dangerous when Sheldon and Viggy have constantly got the flag. It's very hard to reset against them.
I was surprised in the first part of the game they weren't getting out much, but looks like the first time they got out, they managed to cap. So. Yep,
Hypernome should get a power up here uncontested as Sheldon weaves under Wilson. Hypernome's going to pick up a rolling bomb. Oh. He's going to get a return. Pookie with a regrab here. It's 1-on-1 with Sheldon. Sheldon's doing well just to stay ahead, but Pookie's got a lot of boost available. He's going to get ahead of 2 here. Big boost by Wisebrock. That's a great block by Wisebrock. Huge block. And that's going to tie things up at 1-1.
I was going to say a bit earlier because Wisebrock missed. He overcommitted at one point and then missed the boost. That it's not like him to do that, and then he just comes in with that block, brings it in like we know he does.
Yeah, justifying his huge draft price. Hypernome here is a little bit contained. Uses a boost. He's not gonna get out there. Pookie with a regrab's got quite aggressive here, and he's around JJ, but Enshark should have that. No, he's kind of baited Enshark in there, and Pookie's coming in ahead of 2. Wisebrock's lining up that block again, and he's gonna get a little bit of a block, but Sheldon did grab the flag. So there's a tag pro middle.
I think your mic's messing a bit.
I've gone silent.
No, it's good now. Oh,
they nearly squeezed that cap, but good play by Wilson there to not allow them a button. A couple of flashes here, and a death is going to put Tagenham and Rektbridge in a good position. And Viggy will get out here though, and he should die for a little while with Enshark running around with a tag pro.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's. Oh, no, there he goes.
Good snipe by Wisebrock. A little bit risky, but if you think you can hit him, then full power to you.
No, that's what they needed. Everybody was behind.
True, and they could get a cap out of this as well. Wilson with the blocks. Sheldon's going to grab, but not enough, and Wisebrock is going to bring in a cap as well. So Wisebrock went from sniping Viggy off the flag tile to capping. So it just shows you what a good two-way player Wisebrock is there.
Yeah, he's an animal.
He's a confirmed animal. And it's going to get into a power-up battle here. It's all perhaps a little bit delayed. Sheldon's going to win a tag pro from the middle, but again, Wilson's going to win a tag pro from the right-hand side, so it's going to equal out on the tag pros. Hypernome will grab and get past 2 here, but Enshark's got a boost, and you know how much Enshark likes boosting, but he boosts ahead, but not quite around him, and now Hypernome's ahead of 4. That's just happened out of nowhere. Didn't even see what happened. Wilson doing work with a tag pro. That's a 3-1 lead to Tagenham and Rektbridge now. It's a good power-up control there, getting in the cap, because Wilson with a tag pro just completely nullified Sheldon's one, put him back into base, and then they allowed him to get out as well. So
yeah, Wilson just swooped in and managed to get that power up while the other 2 were fighting for it. He was giving no fucks. He just came in and got it.
Wilson does well there to stop Viggy in his tracks from getting on that outside path, because once an attacker gets on that outside path, they have the boost and the bombs to use, and it gets a little bit harder to get them. But Sheldon grabbing by himself there and getting returned by Wilson again. JJ's done well to pick up the tag pro at mid. But again, Tagenham and Rektbridge have another tag pro which is going to nullify it, but JJ's got a tag pro Juice. As I say that, Juice runs out and he kisses. So 1:24 left in this first half with Tagenham and Rektbridge leading 3-1. And I'd say they've been playing well, both teams have been playing well, but I think power-up control is a big thing here for both teams. Pookie with a nice button nearly gets Hypernome out there. JJ was alert to the danger there and just snubbed it out. Pookie with a flaccid there, as Viggy grabbed the flag, so Viggy's in a spot of trouble here, and he will get past 3.
Viggy just out 3.
Oh, he goes into the button there, and Hypernome did really well. Goes into a gate, sorry, Hypernome did really well just keeping a button, and Sheldon will get past 2 as well, though. Unless Wisebrock can get a really angle. Sheldon will stay alive, and then Shot will pick up a tag pro as well, so it's going to be a bit of hairy now for Tagenham and Rektbridge. Nice corner bounce by Sheldon. Kind of put himself in a position where Enshark can come with a tag pro, but he just couldn't get there in time to help him. Hypernome will grab a run ball. Again. I think I'm lagging. It's a bit meh.
I don't know, it just sounds like you're putting it like under your clothes or anything or something. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just putting it under my clothes quickly. Is that better?
Oh yeah, it's low there.
Wait, really? Because I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. So
no, it is better now.
Okay, there we go. So with 15 seconds left, it looks like it's going to be the end of this half with Tagenham and Rektbridge taking a 3-1 lead into the second half. Unless Viggy and Sheldon can get out right now, or Hypernome and Pookie as well.
No, not
2.
Playing for the kept flags now, and Pookie will get a kept flag. Great play by Pookie. Everyone knows kept flags important. So looking at the stats, Hypernome's team look to be winning power-ups a little bit there. I haven't got that funky script that shows the advantage, but I see Hypernome on 6.
Oh yeah, Wisebrock.
Wisebrough and
Typo.
Wilson doing well, a lot of returns and some prevent as well. JJ Paul and Enshark beating them on prevent, but still losing 3-1, which just shows that on iron you need to take the most of the power-ups when you get them.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising. I would have expected them to dominate on attack, but looks like Wisebrough and Wilson have been, staving them off. They've been handling it very well.
On a map like Iron, I think even if some teams are losing 15-0 sometimes, it should still be a defensive map. So I think both of I know that both these teams went in both these captains, went in different directions in the draft. Hyperdome invested heavily into his defense by picking up Wisebrough for I think 59 off the top of my head, maybe 56, and Wilson for 26. So he spent 3/4 of his budget on defenders, whereas Sheldon spent 50 on Viggy. So he spent half of his budget on an attacker. So
I guess it comes down to map as well. Whereas if this was a more chasey map, then it would have been Viggy and Sheldon coming out on top.
Also, the one thing that's always said about Hyperland's teams are that they're well drilled. You won't see them grabbing when the flag's out. You won't see them making silly double flaccid. You will see them fighting for power-ups every time. Hyperland likes to train his teams. As someone who was on Hyperland's team last season has skipped every practice, I can only imagine that's what it's like.
You think he didn't get a chance to beat it into?
Exactly. That's why I grab when the flag's out and why I do stuff like boosting backwards. So what do you think for the second half, Junior? Do you think Capoli can bring it back here, or do you think Tagenham and Rektbridge can ride this one out now?
Well, to be fair, the cap difference is only 2 right now. So if they manage to get if Sheldon and Viggy manage to get it capturing going, I think they could bring it back in a very short time. Also, like when you're up and then the other team like starts coming back, it's really like it takes the wind out of your sails. So if they manage to take advantage of that, we could be seeing a comeback here.
Yeah, for sure. I've been
But
in that
overall-
situation where someone's coming back on you and it just canes you.
Yeah, overall, most likely it's gonna stay the way that it's been going. I think. We can hope for a comeback for a more interesting game, but
Capoli here could, if they win, could go second in the league. They're currently sitting at third with some games left to play, but currently only Tagpro Rangers have won both of their games. Real Madrid still have 1 game left to play, as do Boosting, but they could put them in a really good position after week 1 here. But same for Tagenham and Rektbridge. Potentially winning this game could put them in second or third, depending on cap difference, because someone gave FK Pelestag a lot of cap difference.
yeah, someone.
So, good news from this game is it looks like Enshark has fixed his lag issues. He seems to be playing fine here. And they do have a second sub online now in case he does get some more lag in the form of Bob Smith. But looks like the second half's going to get underway and no changes for either team. I don't really expect any changes there. Tagenham and Rektbridge had no need to change their team there, winning 3-1. And Capoli don't have anything in their tank currently. They've got nothing in the tank in terms of subs.
Let's hope they do have something in the tank in terms of comebacks.
Well, 10 minutes and it's only 2 caps, so a good power up battle at the start here could potentially see them win a few. Speaking of power ups, it's 3 rolling bombs across the board. So last half we had 3 tag pros, and now we've got 3 rolling bombs. What are the chances of that again, Julian?
1 out of 27.
3.
I think the mid battle here is no one's really concerned about the mid battle here because it should get diffused, but Wilson will win it. So he'll bump up his stats. He just kill Enshark and put him back into base there. So really, he's done Enshark a favour. Will get his rolling bomb diffused, but still grab. He's 1-on-1 with Wisebrough, but Wisebrough just hounds in on him there. Didn't give him any space to set up any kinds of jukes. Flashes on the other side will put both teams reset as well. JJ was just waiting for that 10 second respawn timer. Hypernome's going to boost down here, but he's kind of got the angle a little bit wrong, and Pookie will get out there. Great roll on Enshock to get ahead of 2 here. And Wiseborough and Wilson are looking to set up blocks, but Sheldon, realising he was blocked, just comes storming out of base to drop a block, and he will grab as well. Not going to be able to get out after getting trapped on a boost, and Hypernome will get out ahead of 2 here, unless Enshock gets him with a snipe. No, he's coming in.
Unless Enshock gets him with a snipe.
Well, he's told me that Enshock's told me this season that he will be playing conservatively. Looks like Sheldon's gone back for a tag profile. I thought he might have lagged out for a second there, but then I looked at the timer and he's going to pick up a juke from mid as well. Wiseborough does have a tag pro to lead Hypernome in as well. JJ Paul will end up grabbing. And it looks like it could be a cap. Yes, it is. It's scored the 4-1, but Sheldon's out ahead of 3, and if they could get return here, this should be a cap. And Pookie does get return, so it's a counter cap straight away by Sheldon. And Vicky's got the regrab train going here. I don't think Enshock will be winning the button here for some reason. Vicky will just get around Pookie. Defuse the bomb so he can't get caught by it as well. Smart play by Vicky. Did Vicky cap in the first half?
I'm not sure who capped. We can look at the stats. If Harbin got them.
Because
Wilson forces Sheldon to. Well, doesn't force him to do anything, just snipes him. Doesn't even let him wait for the rear.
I'm just looking at Viggy did cap in the first half. I was going to say, if Viggy didn't cap in the first half and then failed to cap in this half, we could be looking at a week where Viggy capped 0 times in 40 minutes. But as I say, that Hypernome is going to get bombed into a spike. He's not out, sorry. Both teams are going to get reset again. We're a quarter of the way, or as Junior would say, we're a fourth of the way through this second half.
It's not wrong to say it like that.
Sheldon comes in and he's ahead of none, I think. Yeah, Wiseborough's got the angle on him, so he's just going to loop back, see if he can find an opportunity to do anything. Kind of misses the corner bounce there. And
yeah, kind of lost all his momentum.
Yeah, it's just being hunted down there. Viggy's going to try and take the same path. He's just circling around, waiting for his partner to get on regrab. Kind of lured Wilson in there. He's now ahead of 2, but that bomb's up, and we know how dangerous that can be. Yeah, and the bomb's going to be his downfall there. But Sheldon will pick up a rolling bomb as well, and Shark, and mid-pup is still uncontested. That Pookie and Viggy are going to make a race for it. Pookie should win it here, and Pookie will pick up a tag pro.
Yeah, Viggy didn't even bother.
So, he's not killed anyone with a tag pro, but now he's going to get in front of Hypernome. Hypernome doing well to really read the tag pro lead lane. He's going to let Pookie get ahead of him again. They're going to try and bring it in, but Sheldon's come out to meet him. Good play by Sheldon, just not letting them get
trouble on that tag.
Yeah, Pookie's tag pro lead looked a bit shaky all the way through there, but Hypernome was doing a good job at reading it, and Pookie is going to get out ahead of 2, and then Shark's called another break, and I don't know if he's allowed to do that. I guess it's per half, Carbon?
Yeah,
it's
so 6:15.
If Sheldon gets returned here, should be a
cap.
cap. No, just delayed enough by Sheldon there.
Yeah, alright, that's going
to be...
That's going to be the end of
that. Viggy could cap. Nearly pulls in a cap there, and we're going to go back to group here. Mm, 1-1 in that first. So I'm gonna presume the break was called by Enshock, so I'm gonna presume he's having some more lag issues here. Potentially see Chuck Finley or Bob Smith coming in here. Bob Smith is on Cappy, isn't he? In fact, I'm pretty sure Bob Smith is on Cappy.
He's just sitting and waiting. Nobody's even spec glitch for him.
I'm going to presume they would have spec glitched, or he could be watching a stream as well.
Oh, that is true. Hey, Nigel. Ooh, looks like Nigel's having some lag problems again.
So the rumours going around currently at the moment, I've just been reading the tabloids, and it's saying that Nigel's internet is bad because his mum keeps pulling out the router. because he's not been revising hard enough for his GCSEs. And we're going to see FC here. Am I saying that right?
It's like 3 installments in a row. FC. Edge. Unver says that it's pronounced Edge. Oh, looks like Edge is gonna come in.
I'm going to check how to pronounce that name. Be right back.
How are you gonna even? Oh, he's gonna ask them. Yeah, probably he doesn't even know how to pronounce it.
Alright, Nigel is saying Etche.
Etche.
We could just call him Nigel for the stream here, just pretend it's N-Shark.
No, I think that would confuse everybody.
That's true, we wouldn't want to confuse our 12 viewers.
No, we wouldn't want to give N-Shark credit for what Etche is doing.
That's true. That's true. So we're going to go with Etche. Alright. Looks like both teams are ready, and 6 minutes left on the clock, and Capoli still trailing by 2. And now they're going to be without N-Shark, so they're going to have a complete rookie. I think this is his first majors time, or any competitive tag pro time. So it's his first season. He's been picked up in the state draft, and he's come straight in ahead of Bob Smith and Chuck Finley. So Sheldon must think he's an animal.
It could be their secret weapon. They've been waiting for this until 6 minutes left.
And they've just been saying that N-Shark's lagging to get mid, right?
Yeah. It's all orchestrated.
Maybe they're going to play Sheldon, Viggy, and Etche on O, because JJ Poo could potentially play solo D, because if anyone watched the stream yesterday, he did solo Sam a lot. So
3, 2, 1.
Right. Like there's one tag bombs.
what are the chances of that one, Julian?
Fuck knows.
We need Mike Steve. We need a maths teacher.
No, it's still 1 out of 27. But... Well, no, it's not. I'm stupid. Don't ask me.
Viggy will grab with a tag pro. Maybe an attempt at a suicide grab there, and it's not gone well as they both get returned. Etche and JJ Paul doing well. Just keep the flag in base for now. JJ Paul's going to meet that cushion, but he's not quite come far enough. And Hyperlome will make a grab, but he's still in base and he's in a bad position. He's going to trust Pookie for the gate, maybe. No trust there, and he brings himself back onto Pookie and resets him as well. Viggy grabs on the other side.
Oh,
Try a button play.
He's
Faked it on the corner, I think. He kept up some momentum, and he's past Wisebrough, who has got a boost though, and he's...
Oh, Viggy gets out.
Yeah, no one hits a bomb, so he's going to come in, but Hypernode does well to come out and meet him. Viggy taking a direct path in.
Sheldon misses the flag on his way to regrab.
He was just delaying it as a strategy.
Yeah, mate.
Power ups the spawn, and he's going to run up. He's going to pick up a rolling bomb here, but Hypernode does pick up a tag pro. Viggy also has a rolling bomb on Ree. You can see Sheldon forcing it here as Hypernode's going to try and lead Pookie out, just Etche alive ahead of him. Etche rolls the tag pro beautifully. But Sheldon does get returned, and now Pookie is ahead of all if Viggy gets returned. Viggy has got a rolling bomb, but he's got about 4 seconds left in it, and as I say that, actually it disappears. So my power up timing is obviously awful. Viggy will roll around Wilson and pass Hypernode, but Pookie will bomb him back as well. Good play by Pookie. Sheldon picks up the Ruka. A little bit frantic here with Etche on Ree.
Oh,
Wilson will get a double return, but good save by JJ there. Wisebrook will come in for the game. That should be a cap. Unless Viggy can take that corner. He will, yep.
That's Wisebrook's second cap. That's more caps than Viggy has.
Confirmed. And Hyperman will scoot round Etche there as well. He's going to bring it in, but there's a lot of OD in the way there. Pookie, this is a good train from Tagenham and Rektbridge, and Pookie can sit back, and he can afford to sit back and get a power up. So he doesn't need to force anything. Hyperman will pick up a juke juice from middle as well. Viggy flashes.
Tagenham and Rektbridge are up 3 caps. Capoli.
Yep. With 3.5 minutes left to play.
3 caps in 3 minutes. That's 1 cap per minute confirmed.
I mean, it's definitely doable, especially for an attack like Viggy and Sheldon. But Wisebrough and Wilson are doing a really good job here just to hold on, and the flag does seem to be out a lot with this JJ Paul Etche combination. Pookie will try and bring it in here. Goes for the direct boost, but JJ Paul's in a perfect position. He does die in the process though, so he will now be behind the flag. As Hypernode looks to come in through gate, and that's a great gate, that's a great cap.
That is a great cap.
No
Crazy
one
blocks by Wisebrough.
No one
Here's
from
him.
Capoli realising the danger there. Sheldon will just squeeze out ahead of Tuvo. Could be another counter cap from Sheldon. He's going to come around the outside, but Wilson is going to catch up. Nice little boost, but
Gets blocked by Viggy.
JJ Paul has picked up a rolling bomb on a regrab though, but again, another tag pro for Tagenham and Rektbridge from the middle.
Could be a cap here.
Oh, great boost by JJ. And he
Oh,
will
there-
score.
oh.
Pookie does well just to cut him off.
Would have been better there if he just used the direct boost.
A great little move by Wilson, and that's going to be another cap. That was a great little move by Hypernome just to avoid everyone, and Wilson just cleaning up behind him with a tag
So
play.
they're
Great play
ahead
by
by
Tagenham and
6
Rektbridge.
caps at this point.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 5. They're ahead by some caps, some amount
No
of
mate,
caps.
they capped twice.
The
We said
first
they were
half it was
four.
3-1, and then the second half, part 1, it was 1-1, and now we're
Alright.
in half 2, part 2.
Alright, I guess I'm stupid.
So it's
Five
5 caps ahead, that's pretty
7-2.
crazy.
Yeah, 7-2, so it's a 5 deficit, as Sheldon will finally win a tag pro off Tagenham and Rektbridge, but as I say that, Hypernome will pick one up from middle. It was JJ Paul doing his best to delay it, but Hypernome will get it. I think he should get out here with Sheldon to lead him with a tag pro as well. He'll smartly drop back and go behind him. Wilson does his best to roll it, but hasn't got enough momentum to catch it out. Oh, great block there, and then not going to be able to squeeze a cap out of it.
It looks like the power-up's pretty even looking at the stats.
The most notable thing here is the new guy Etche on 0 power-ups, whereas everyone else seems to be people on 1, but it just seems to me that every time that Tagenham and Rektbridge are getting power-ups, they seem to be tag pros.
Still, with 0 power-ups, he's still top of his team, or second now. Equal points with Sheldon at the moment.
Sure, it doesn't look like he's an awful sub.
Yeah, actually, he's holding his own. I mean,
Sheldon will get out here as a run for power-ups on the Tagenham and Rektbridge side, but he will get soloed by Wilson. I think he has a juice and flashes straight
Wilson
away,
is
so
an animal.
does look to me a little bit like Capoli are getting a little bit desperate here. And
Yeah, it doesn't look
they're
like...
playing for cap difference now. That's It
doesn't look like Capoli is doing anything wrong, really. It's just they're just being outplayed.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not-
I think it's just showing what a defensive map that this is. Without a question, that Capoli have a stronger O in general they have a stronger O, whereas Tagenham and Rektbridge have a stronger D. So on a defensive map like this, Wisebrook and Wilson have been cleaning up. Wilson especially ending that part of the half. I think that's the 6 minutes, and he had the 17 returns.
That's the whole game.
Yeah, that's the game finished, and I think the final score there is
7-2.
7-2. So completely blew my prediction of a close game out of a low scoring game out of the water. But well played by Wisebrook, especially on that team, to keep bringing him, like taking his chances when a defender grabs. Wisebrook bringing in the caps, and I think that means he has now got more caps in this week than Viggy. So why would you spend 50 on Viggy for O when you can get Wisebrook for 59 and play him on O and D?
Yeah, I would say Wisebrook was definitely the best player out of the best performing player in that game. He only took the chances when his decisions were really good, and he also got the 2 caps, which is pretty crazy for a
sure.
player.
And any time that he slightly misjudged the situation, he had Wilson there to bail him out, who was having an excellent game as well.
Yeah, it looks like they work really well together, which is going to be good for Tagenham and Rektbridge for the rest of the season.
Any teams playing them next week should definitely heed from that. So as we play them next week, I think that's
Ooh, that's a warning for us.
food for thought there, I think.
Yeah, it is Velo. It's a bit more chasey. So
So
we'll
that's
have to
the-
see how it goes.
That's the penultimate game of this week, isn't it, Carbon? There's one left to play, which is boosting Dynamo versus Real Madrid.
Yep, and that's at 8:45, and I'm not sure if 420 Osman's going to be streaming out or not. He's in this channel.
Well, he's
I
in
won't- I
here. He
won't be
said
here.
you can do it. We're gonna have to bring back ITB1. So that's 8:45 tonight. We'll final game, which will be Real Madrid versus Booston Dynamo, and that will decide how the league table sits. Currently, we have Temple Rangers first, and I think how it's going to look is Pelastag second, Tagenham and Rektbridge third because of cap difference, and Capoli fourth, RBC fifth, Holdham sixth, Inter Borden seventh.
Don't Palestine have one?
They have one win,
What?
one tie.
Yeah. So didn't
Tagenham and Rektbridge have one win, one tie.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay, thanks to Julian and Panda for streaming, for commentating, and that'll be it.